What is going on to you, Capricorns? You have the Eight of Swords, the Three of Cups, and you Capricorns have the Four of Cups. So these three cards right here, right? The Eight of Swords speaks to the newfound level of understanding that you Capricorns happen to have right now. Um, a lot of you Capricorns essentially did your sweat equity trying to get a better understanding, trying to get a better understanding of your life and how you can be a very good helpmate to somebody else, right? Um, and the thing is that you have a very good understanding now. The Three of Cups and the Four of Cups represents one thing that you learned as well is that you Capricorns are not going to interact where you are going to engage with anybody that will essentially waste your time, right? Hold on. Always some nonsense going on, but you're not going to engage with anybody that's going to essentially waste your time, get you on your nerves. All of this that they want to do is just look stupid all the time, waste time, bickering and arguing with you. A lot of you Capricorns understand, Capricorn represents time. So a lot of you Capricorns understand that you're going to have to think harder, right? Not smarter when it comes to the other way around. You're going to have to think smarter, not harder, when it comes to relationships. But when it comes to dysfunctional relationships, it is harder, not smarter. That's not a very good way to actually go about creating a prosperous relationship. So there's a sense of you, right, Queen of Pentacles, right, not rewarding people who are very entitled by giving them your time and your attention and giving them your energy and your resources. There's a sense of you, Capricorns, understanding that a person who is essentially going to be so entitled is not someone that you are going to rock with. So that's a very good point, right? Like, another thing to really take out is the entitlement, because a lot of people out here be looking wild. They be looking really wild. They sound really wild. You know what I'm saying? They they sound really wild. Because, like I said, the sense of entitlement. There's a YouTube channel, right, that I'm gonna go ahead and name. It's called Alux, right? Alux. And it has 4 million 4 million subscribers on YouTube alone. And they basically have the 411 on riches and being a millionaire. And Alux talks about how wealthy people have an understanding that they have to create a financial system to take care of themselves. And they saying that how poor people look for other people to take care of them, right, for themselves, because they can't do it on their own, and of laziness and other factors, right? And this is why it is I say that 50-50 is the only kind of relationship that work, because a lot of times people think that I'm somehow like, people think that somehow I'm like faking the funk or whatever the case may be, or like I'm not necessarily, like there's different paths. And it's like, no, there's not really. There's really only the illusion that yes, there is a different path. Yes, technically you can take any path that you want to, but the path that actually works is the 50-50 thing. So, and the reason why it is I'm saying that in the first place is because of the fact that the both of you have to put in sweat equity. The both of you have to come up with a plan. So this is why it is I'm saying that this Queen of Pentacles right here, this person, right, who also represents this Four of Cups, you Capricorns should look out for and to stay away from anybody who's coming in with a bag and a sense of entitlement, and the bag is empty and with a sense of entitlement. Them having this mentality that you Capricorn should just give them whatever it is that they want. That's a dub. The two of you are going to have to actually build that level of wealth, and that if they don't build it, then if they don't help you build, then it is what it is. They get nothing. So the thing is that the Queen of Swords now represents how, and there's a lot of people that are looking to use anyone that they can essentially meet, right? Every time they interact with somebody on that level, it's a dysfunctional interaction because the foundation of it is dysfunctional, right? This is how it is that they approach other people. They approach you and anyone else that they get in close proximity to from a standpoint of vampirism. Instead of looking at that person like a human being, they just only objectify them for their money and resources. This is where the exorbitant amounts of materialism and this gluttony and greed, especially in dating, is coming from. You know, with people, these goofy people talking about love is asymmetrical and all that. No, it's not. Love is symmetrical, because that, and I'm actually going to go ahead and post up the video showing and proving, right, that love actually is symmetrical, because that's the kind of mentality that a lot of people are coming in with. People will try to come into relationships with you, Capricorns, right, from a perspective of like, I'm looking for you to take care of me. This is why a lot of people will say it out loud. You need to take care of me. So stop talking about, right? Like, all these people need to stop talking about them being taken care of. They sound like, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, they sound like children. They sound like they're irresponsible, and they want to be like children, right, or childlike, and they're looking for their significant other to really be their parent and just give them a second childhood, is what they sound like. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm just gonna be 1,000,000%, and I hope YouTube doesn't hit me for that, because I'm not saying anything super disrespectful, but that's what it sounds like. Because predominantly the side that talks about they looking for someone to take care of them is the side that usually brings less to the or the lesser of the two, while they're expecting the opposite person to bring the majority. They want the other person to bring 80 or 90 or sometimes 100, right, while they bring 20, 10, or nothing at all. And they look stupid while they're saying this, because they look real outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to run that type of game on you, talking about how it is that, you know, they run that type of game on you, talking about how they're looking for this, they're looking for that. Well, at the same time, guess what happened, Capricorn, right? The Knight of Cups. You can't take these people seriously anyway, right? Because you still, let's talk about it, because you still feel alone when you're in these relationships. You Capricorns will be in relationships with some of these big goofballs back in the day, and you'll be trying to have a conversation with some of these goofies, and these people can't even have a conversation with you. They literally do nothing. They literally sit there and just sit there. They don't have original thoughts of their own. They don't talk. Sometimes they be talking too much. But when it comes to them to now shine, you'll bring them in an environment where they're supposed to show us what you got. Social setting, right? Right? They get smaller, right? They get real small. They feel like an ant compared to giants, because they can't socialize. They have no socialization skills, right? Every time, let's just say you and this person are alone with one another, right? And it's obviously not in the public and everything like that is what I'm referring to. And you like talking to them, whether it's on the phone or face to face, you're in your house, you're in this person's house or whatever, or residence or whatever. They don't have anything to contribute. The talking points is trash. All they ever do is talk about celebrity gossip, and stuff is boring. I don't care, and no disrespect to any of these celebrities I'm talking about. I don't care what Kim Kardashian is doing. I don't care what Kanye is doing. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you are a person, you striving to get it together, because you Capricorns have a mind on you. Do you understand what it is I'm saying about why it is that you Capricorns understanding how much of a big change this is? This is you Capricorns taking your power back. And this is something that you should have been doing for a very long time. You should have been doing this for years. But you Capricorn should have been you should have been much more stringent, right? A lot more strict with your time long before right now, or long before this time, right? 2024, long before, because the Nine of Pentacles and the Temperance represents you're benefiting from it. You Capricorns are benefiting from time management, understanding if it, you know what I'm saying, understanding what is important to you. Because when it comes to matters of time, time also makes it so that you are very wise and intelligent about who you want to spend time with. What do you want to spend your time on? And how much time is that going to take out of your day? Because there's only so many hours in the day. And we're all, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have a million years in order to be alive, unfortunately, right? What I could do with that kind of time. Oh, what I could do with that kind of time. Ooh. Anyway, but that's my point though. So the thing is that the Temperance right here represents how, but you know, when you see people acting like this with you, you're just gonna go radio silent, because you don't want to have to go back and forth, and you're above that now. The Knight of Swords and the Star card represents, once again, you Capricorns are looking, but I just see, once again, a person is going to have to show up and come on with it. They're going to have to come correct immediately. They're going to have to show up. Because a lot of you Capricorns, some things are working for yourselves. The finances is starting to go up. A lot of you Capricorns are starting to eliminate all the complicated extracurricular activities, regardless of whatever it was, whatever it is. And I mean that sincerely. Relationship, no relationship, whatever it is. Whatever was making a clutter in your life, crowding your life, you Capricorns are actually starting to get rid of that stuff, to minimize the clutter, the emotional clutter in your life, the stuff that's in the way. And so now other people are going to have to actually match you with that. They're not just going to be able to get into your life and think that they can hang out with you and just stand around and literally bring no value to the table, because you're looking at it from a perspective of assets versus liabilities. Assets and liabilities. And if a person is not proving themselves to be an asset, well, then they are a liability. So let's clarify the Star card. Ace of Pentacles, Empress, Eight of Wands, the Star card, and then the Seven of Swords. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress, you are an asset to yourself. And that you Capricorns, like I said, time management. You're not going to be spending a lot of your time trying to get to know somebody, and all it is that they're doing is being socially awkward all day. They're going to have to actually show you immediately why they are valuable, right? Because I understand a lot of, I get it. Let's break the fourth wall. I get it. A lot of times when I talk about this type of stuff, a lot of people just like to test me, and it doesn't work. But a lot of people just like to test me because they think I'm being pompous. They think that the stuff that I'm saying is very pompous. Like, oh, you valued, oh, okay, let me show them proof, even though it doesn't work. They don't, that the games that they play doesn't work. But I'm not just saying it to be pompous. I'm saying it because, once again, you Capricorns are starting to see it for yourself. You can't be talking about how you're healing and actually, doing the shadow work, but then you're still giving your valuable time to dysfunctional people. No, time is one of those things, one of the first things that you actually organize on your way towards health. When you're becoming much more healthier, you realize that there's a sense of urgency. You realize that you can't spend so much of your time messing around with knuckleheads all the time, or at all. You have to actually start using your time, or putting your time in places that are valuable, that bring you a return on value. It's not just about you hanging around on either side, hanging around a bunch of knuckleheads is wasting your time, and that's all they doing, and You constantly going back and forth with the person about why they should do right by you, and the person keeps playing, you know, devil's advocate, right? Ironically, and they're acting like they don't want to understand why, even though they're adults, which they're supposed to understand why. If you don't understand certain things as an adult, come on now. How do you not know how to tie your shoe when you reach to be an adult? How do you not know how to read and do math when you reach to be an adult? That's pathetic when you reach to a certain age. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like now, you know, with you Capricorns, if you feel like you got to essentially explain to somebody the value in not being a hyena, that's, you realize now that it's a waste of your time, and that you have no business interacting with them like that, because you're on to doing bigger and better things. The Eight of Wands and the Seven of Swords represents they're still going to try, you know, because stupid is going to do what stupid is going to do, but it ain't going to work. You're going to send them right back to the streets that they came from because you know what to look for. But a lot of you Capricorns are getting your stuff together, and people are going to have to show up on point. It's not optional anymore. That's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel to grow to 100K subscribers. We're at 14,174 subscribers. Please, yo, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.